Keep the intro short and sweet. What I'm going to be doing personally is I'm going to settle in with my little cup of penguin coffee. I have lots of editing to do for Vlogmas, but because that's not super interesting to watch, I will share with you what we did last Sunday. A little walk we took through the Old Town area of Lucerne, Switzerland. Lovely little winter walk to look at the Christmas lights. The city gets all decked out between the gorgeous glimmering lights and the wonderful building facades. It's pretty magical. And then the second part is that there's going to be a gift guide for the art lovers in your life, which might be you, might be someone you know. And I really hope you enjoy. If you do, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Let's go.
Christmas lights fill the city. There are people everywhere. The snow is falling white and pretty as I stroll on my way to you. How would you feel about packing up today? Live this only.
Right, so it's raining. It's not the snowy day we hoped for, but it's gorgeous.
It's a fairy tale.
It truly is.
You and me. Hey, Santa.
Hey, welcome back. It is Vlogmas part 4. One of the things I have for you today is a little gift guide. I really believe in shopping small, which you can do with this gift guide, and shopping locally, which is going to be a lot harder because a lot of shops locally, wherever you are closed. If you do decide to give gifts for Christmas or to purchase something for yourself, then this is a way that you can still support small businesses, small makers, small artists. Craft fairs, art fairs, all these kind of public spaces where artists can present their work are closed this year. So I think it's a really tough year for makers. So I have a few picks of artists that I have purchased from this year. The style does vary greatly, so I hope because of that you're able to find a few picks that appeal to you as well. Let's take a peek. Sometimes you just stumble across someone, and in this case I stumbled across this illustrator on her YouTube channel, and I fell in love with Aimee Ogden's work. I love her use of eyes. It's just this really humorous kind of illustration style, so I kind of went to town on her shop. Thank you, Aimee, for creating this special little package to be shipped to Switzerland. Oh, look how sweet this note. I hope it brings you joy. That is just my kind of vibe now, isn't it? Okay, so look at these birthday cards. Oh my goodness, they crack me up. I bought 2 because I'm definitely keeping one of them forever and ever, and one I will send to one lucky soul one day. But yes, this card is my absolute favorite of everything I purchased from you, Aimee. I find so much humor in it, and then the fact that you hand glue on these little pom-poms just puts it absolutely over the top. So, oh look, even the little pom-poms have different colors. That's cool. Ooh, now I gotta decide which one I like better. Anyway, these cards were basically the reason that I went with the purchase to begin with. But then, you know, I found so many other things I like. So let me show you those too. So this is her new Christmas card. Now, for those of you who don't know me yet, my spirit animal is a penguin, and one day in a future video I'm going to explain to you how that came about. But so I do have a little soft spot in my heart for any illustrations that include penguins, so you know, you might see a theme here. So I got some amazing wrapping paper, and then this is also wrapping paper, but I'm pretty sure I'm also going to cut this into shape when I start my gallery wall someday. So that is one of the reasons that I'm buying all these art prints, is because I want a gallery wall of gorgeous originals and prints. So yeah, I can't wait for that. I really want to have that kind of wall in my art studio one day. So I'm working on it, and this, yes, it's wrapping paper, but there's just, again, I know they're just bananas, but they just kind of crack me up, put a huge smile on my face. So Aimee, the point that you mentioned with hoping this brings me joy, well, it most definitely did. Here we have another wonderful art piece. I love this artist, and the colors on this really got me. They are so cheerful. Her work in general is really vibrant and uplifting, and it always puts a pretty big smile on my face when it crosses my feed. So go check it out. This is such a precious trinket dish that I picked up from a ceramicist earlier in the year. It is one of my favorite colors for ceramics. In fact, if you don't believe me, here on the same desk I have this mug which I got a few years ago at Starbucks, and yeah, definitely not a small business. I don't think they have it available anymore either, but just to prove a point, sometimes a color just gets you. And so in between the color and this whimsical little poodle person, I immediately fell in love. I'm not usually a ceramics purchaser, but with this one I'm really glad I did. I love this packaging, it's really nice. So if you don't know her channel yet, if you like my channel, you are going to love Emma's channel. So she definitely takes you on that illustration journey as well, and just has this incredibly sweet personality, does really great editing. I'm so glad I stumbled across her channel. Got a cute little thank you card. And isn't that just so sweet and what it's about? You help me fulfill my dreams and keep me drawing and creating. You're amazing. No, you're amazing, Emma. Thank you. I really am excited to finally have a little package from you. This is for my 2021 planning. One of the things that I want to put more of a focus on is really slowing down and making sure I get some rest, making sure I am just as cozy and comfortable and get as much sleep as this charming little cat. So I love this because of that, and I also love it because I've already told you I love architecture. So architecture, tea, and coziness. This is basically my little version of heaven in a sticker sheet. So thank you, Emma. I really enjoy it. I've been quite excited for this print as well. Okay, guess I'll roll it up from the bottom. This is amazing, and I don't think you can see it, so let me readjust my camera quickly. Okay, attempt number 2. I hope you can see more of it. All right, it's still cut off, but this is so incredible. this illustrator has illustrated an amazing set of children's picture books, and how incredible would it be as a gift to get a signed print of the characters along with the books. Oh man, I would be happy. This, to me, is quite special. It's a very different type of process and artwork than the other things that you've seen, but I immediately fell in love when I stumbled across this. So this wasn't an artist that I followed for a long time, but it was one of those instant, it came across my feed and took my breath away. And so I'm super excited about this because I love the visual, but also I love the message. And yes, you will see a theme in some of the artwork that I purchased. It's very much in line with my value system. It is maybe a little bit political, but so this to me has that message of, again, stewardship, of taking responsibility for the future of our planet. And it's incredible. I cannot wait to get my gallery wall ready and hang this up. Aww, such cute little details. For those of you who don't recognize this logo, this is monkeymintaka. I believe that's how you pronounce it. And I really enjoy your YouTube channel. That's cute. She always sends a few little freebies. That's so generous. So this sheet is super cute. I love these little mailbox stickers. And well, for 2021, I want to set a bunch of new goals, and some of them will involve mailing again. And because of that, I thought this would be really cute to include in the planning process to get me all motivated and excited. So for anyone who enjoys stickers, is also someone who enjoys planners, you might find some great options in this shop. And come on, I am artist. I mean, this is kind of a life motto, right? So I think this is a really cute sticker. Again, wonderful for a planner, and I'll definitely be using this in my plans for 2021. Unfortunately, there were a few artists' work who didn't make it in the mail just yet. I'm waiting patiently / excitedly, and the first of those is Natalie Hoopes. Now, I got to see her work for the first time in a Make Art That Sells class that I was also taking, and it absolutely blew me away. It is incredibly gorgeous. The texture is so special. The second artist I can hardly wait for is Ruth Hammond. I got 2 really exciting items from her on the way. Yay! The last artist I have mail coming from is Nynke Boelens. She has a little postcard that I have been in love with for birthdays, and now she has a Christmas version. I had to stop myself. I could have gone on and purchased from at least 20, 50, whatever, how many artists, but it's important to also stick to a budget and not go completely overboard. So for now, they'll have to stay on my personal wish list, saved away for future times. I'm trying to get this up early in Vlogmas, and yet it is already pretty late if you consider how long the postal service right now around the world is taking. It's just taking a lot longer. It already does. I think during the holidays, it's always a very busy time, but you add in the pandemic that is happening, and obviously things are just going to take that much longer. So at this point, there is no guarantee. You can check with each of these makers to see whether their artwork will be able to arrive by Christmas or whatever holiday that you are purchasing this as a gift or for yourself. I think it's all going to depend exactly when you order, where you're located in comparison to the artist, how many times they're able to go to the post office. I know that's also reduced at this time during this pandemic. So I'm just going to throw that out there. It might be too late for this Christmas, but don't let that hold you back, or at least bookmark these artists if you do like their work. I have to wrap this up with a giant thank you. There are two men in my life that I just absolutely need to give a shout out to. And the first one is my dad. It's his birthday today on the day that I am releasing this video on YouTube. And I just wanted to say happy birthday, Dad, and thank you so much. You're such a big supporter of this, at this point, very small channel, and I am so grateful that you cheer on my artwork and my videos like you do. It really means the world to have your support. And then the second man I have to thank is my husband, V, because this editing and the drawing, trying to improve my skills in that area, it takes so many hours over months and years, and he has been the most supportive partner, really picking up a lot of the slack at home that is causing. So thank you. You know, I can't put into words how much it means that I have your support for this as well. And then lastly, a thank you to all of you who are watching this, because it is a dream to get my artwork out into the world and also be able to share my life in this way. So I appreciate every single view, every single minute that you spend with me. All right, till next Vlogmas.